Hi to everyone at Emmanuel Tolworth. We're Andrew and Miriam Wingfield. We're working with Emmanuel International here in Iringa in Tanzania. And here we're overseeing various projects which we're doing in partnership with the Anglican Diocese of Ruaha. And recently we've been very busy with some new projects actually, which is really exciting. One of them is a water project in a village. It's to say the village is a bit of a mouthful. It's called Lupembe Luasenga. You can't say that in a hurry. But here we're doing a gravity water supply for the whole community, and we're going to be providing some education on improving sanitation and hygiene as well. So this project we just started back in November, and at the moment it's a case of mobilising the whole community to do their part in the project, which is digging a massive trench for a pipeline from a spring where we've constructed an intake up on the hill, and that's going to supply water down to the village lower downhill. So the pipe from the intake to the spring to the tank in the village is 5.5 kilometres, and the community have this work all to do by hand to dig it themselves, and it's a trench that's a metre deep. But we had some help recently to dig that trench with some other visitors from England.
Yeah, we had a visiting team over Easter from one of the churches that support us in Guildford in Surrey, it's always such an encouragement to have teams come and visit. And they came and they stayed out in the village in Lupembe Wasenga, very basic accommodation, but they had a great time, fantastic encouragement to us as an EI team here in Iringa, but also to the villagers. When they arrived, the trench had started, but they hadn't done very much of it. By the time the team finished, they'd got nearly halfway digging this trench, and it was hard work. I only did it for 2 days, and I was exhausted. Excuse me. But yeah, it was hard work, heavy mud, clay. Anyway, and the team got alongside the villagers doing it. They also put a fence up around the spring so that that's protected. And we had a great time with them together.
So actually, it's been great to see the impact on the community since this team came, because to have this bunch of visitors who had nothing to do with the village really, but they came and they worked hard on digging this trench. It's really inspired the community members themselves to carry on with it, and it is a big job. And this week, even the kids from the primary school were all out digging, which was really exciting to see. So they've actually already got up to 4.8 kilometres out of the 5.5 kilometres, so they're getting close now.
But one of the things the villagers said as well after the team visited was how they were blown away by the fact that these people paid money to come out here to dig their trench. The team weren't even going to get any of this water, but they were willing to come and spend their time. And it was such a great witness in doing that, because the reason they were doing it was all to show Jesus' love to these villagers. And yeah, it was incredible. The villagers really got that and were struck by it. And yeah, hopefully it will speak to them about God's love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're excited to see how that project progresses. There's still a lot to do, and we still have some more money to raise to do the rest of the work. But we're really encouraged in how the community have got on board so far, because that's essential that they own the project, so they'll be motivated to look after it and manage it and keep it going even after we finish the bit that we do, which is like just the construction and the education side of things. So that'd be great, and I appreciate your prayers for that project. A few other things that you can pray for, and we do really appreciate your prayers. Right now here in Tanzania, as Emmanuel International, we're working through a process to become registered as an organisation in Tanzania. It's been a long process, it's been a complicated process, but we are making progress, and we've got a new group of a board of advisors who we're working together on that, and we're just putting together the paperwork just at the moment, and then hopefully in a couple of weeks we'll submit our application to the Ministry of Home Affairs, and then hopefully we'll be registered as a Tanzanian organisation, which will give us a lot of opportunities to do a lot more with Tanzanians, and we'll have Tanzanian governance. And then the other prayer point would be just for our team.
Our team has changed a lot in the last little while. So there's us here as the Wingfields. We also have a Canadian family here, the Van Wardens, who have 4 girls. And then we have our Tanzanian staff, Jessica and Ajari. But at the beginning of this year, we also had the Ewing family arrive from the UK. They came here for 3 months to learn language. And then just last weekend, they drove all the way up to Mwanza to start their work up there, where they're going to be working with Tim and Rachel Monga on an island in the middle of Lake Victoria to educate people about health. And then we also have a family, the Rodets, Dave and Tricia, who arrived a month ago now. They're here and they're going to be staying in Iringa, and they are in the process of learning language. So the team is growing and changing. So you could pray for us as a team that we continue to put God first in everything, and for Andrew and I, particularly as we lead that team, that would be fantastic. We also want to take this opportunity just to thank you so much, Emmanuel Tolworth, for your ongoing love and support and prayers. We really, really appreciate the way that you guys are so interested in our work, and the way that you contact us and support us and pray for us. Thank you so much for the financial support for the projects too. And we look forward to more contact with you soon. Thank you.
Thanks.